Welcome to our 2026 revision class for Science Paper 1. So in this class, same as mathematics class, we are going to be solving questions from 2025 up to 2020 to revise in preparation for your GCE exam in July and August. So in this revision course, we basically cover 10 important topics in Science Paper 1. So don't forget to subscribe and share so that you don't miss out whenever each video comes out. So in our part 1, we are going to have basically 4 episodes on general physics. So what are we going to cover in general physics? So in general physics, those 4 episodes will have questions on simple pendulum, micrometer screw gauge, vernier caliper. We'll also look at the speed, velocity, acceleration, and the distance time graph. Then we'll conclude our general physics revision with a simple machine. We also look at force, we also look at work, and we also look at energy and power and how you can calculate all those things. So don't forget to subscribe and pay particular attention, as this might save you. So to begin our revision, we are going to start with the 2025 Science Paper 1. So this question came in last year. So the question is saying, figure B 1.1 shows an instrument used to measure the diameter of a piece of wire. So this diagram is representing an instrument which they use when they are measuring what? The diameter of a wire. So before we start answering, you have to identify first what kind of instrument is this. So this instrument basically represents what is known as a micrometer screw gauge. So how can you identify that this is a micrometer screw gauge from other devices which are used to measure what? The length. So to start, I will just talk about some points which you need to know so that in case a different question comes on the topic of length, you'll be able to answer it. So the first thing you need to identify when you are dealing with a micrometer screw gauge is the thimble. So this is what is known as the thimble. And we have also what is known as the main scale. So in our case, we are only interested in these two parts, the main scale and the thimble. So these are the only two parts which can help you to identify that this is a micrometer screw gauge from a vernier caliper. Yeah. Then our first question is saying identify the instrument, which we have identified it to be what? The micrometer screw gauge. Yeah. So if you want to learn more about the micrometer screw gauge and the vernier caliper, be sure to check out my video on length, where I've explained the vernier caliper and the micrometer screw gauge and how you can calculate what? The readings. So the second question is saying, what is the diameter of the wire? So here now is where we have to apply now the what? The calculation. So how do you measure or how do you calculate the diameter of something using a micrometer screw gauge? So you only need 3 points which will help us to calculate what? The length of the wire. So what are those 3 steps which we need? So the first step which we need is we have to read the main scale. So now, what do we read on the main scale? That's our question. What do we read on the main scale? So on the main scale, the point we basically consider is this last point, which is close to the what? To the thimble. So always remember, step 1, get the last point close to the thimble scale, which is this one. So now, what is the value of this point? So now you say, since this is 2, meaning this is 2.5, 3, 3.5, which means this is what? 4. So whenever you see this, you just remember that this is 2.5, 3, 3.5. So which means this is 4. So now, how do you represent this as a reading? Because we are talking about the entire diameter of the wire. And remember, I told you the micrometer screw gauge basically has 2 scales. We have to read the what? The main scale, and also the what? The thimble, so that you get what? The reading now. So here we are looking at 3 things which we are supposed to get from our micrometer screw gauge. So I told you, step 1, you have to read what? The main scale. How do you read the main scale? Just get the last point, which is close to the what? To the thimble scale. And I showed you how to count. They have given us, this is 2. So meaning this is 2.5, this is 3, this is 3.5, and this is what? 4. So you say our main scale is 4. Millimeter. Yeah. So remember, the micrometer screw gauge is always measured in millimeter. Don't forget the unit. So now, how do we measure the thimble? So the thimble, we measure the line. So we get what? Get the line horizontal with the main scale. So step 2, for us to read the thimble, we have to get the line which is straight with the main scale's horizontal line, which is this line. So how do we get this line? So you can see that this is 25, this is 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So meaning this is 27, because we have 3 above for us to have 30. So meaning 25, this line. Then we have another one here, 26. Then this is 27. So our thimble reading is 27. But do not pick 27. You have to multiply it with 0.01. So after getting the value, after getting the point, multiply by 0.01 millimeter. Yeah. So in our case, our thimble, we said it's 27. So we multiply it by 0.01, which will give us what? 0.27. 7 millimeter. Then this will be our thimble reading, which is 0.27 millimeter. Then our final reading, you just add the 2, which is 4.27 millimeter as your diameter. So here now you can say our diameter therefore is what? 4.27 millimeter, which means you have solved your first question and you have gotten your 3 marks. Then we have part C, which is saying state one precaution that must be taken when using the instrument. So what is the precaution which you must take when using this instrument? So an easy precaution I can tell you is just wipe the dust of the instrument. Yeah, so this is the precaution which you can take. Just clean it or wipe out the dust so that it does not affect your reading. Yeah. So again, to summarize, this is the micrometer screw gauge. It has 2 scales, the main scale and the thimble. How do you read the main scale? So for us reading the main scale, we get the point close to the to the thimble, which is this one. Then how do we read the thimble scale? We get the point horizontal with what? The main scale. Then we multiply it by 0.01. So this is how you can solve a question on micrometer screw gauge. So don't worry, we have another question which covers the vernier caliper. So you can see how you can both solve the vernier caliper and the micrometer screw gauge. So moving on to our second question, which is on simple machine. So the question is saying figure B2.1 shows a pulley system used to raise a load of 70 newtons when an effort of 35 newton is applied. So the first step for us to solving this question is first understanding what a simple machine is. So I've made also a video on a simple machine where I've explained what it is and how you can calculate all the calculation, the mechanical advantage, velocity ratio, and the efficiency. So in this video, I'll just talk a bit about the mechanical velocity and the efficiency because this is what we are calculating in our question. Yeah. So whenever we are talking about a simple machine, this is just any device which can make work easy for you when you apply a lesser effort. For example, we have a wheelbarrow, we have a seesaw, we have a lever. Also, we have this diagram here, which is a pulley system. So these are some of the devices which can be used to simplify our work in our day-to-day lives. So now the question is saying, what is the mechanical advantage of the block and the tackle pulley system? So in definition, whenever we are talking about the mechanical advantage, you have to understand that this is the ratio between the load and the what? Over effort. Yeah. So how now do you know which one is the load, which one is the effort? So the force we use to overcome the object is what is known as our effort. So if we are applying an effort pulling it here, meaning our load is this. In short, the question even gave us the load and the effort. So here our goal is just to replace it in our formula. So this is the formula, never forget it. Mechanical advantage is equals to load over